So the dust has settled, guys. The Ballon d'Or 2024 has been awarded to Rodri, and I'm here to talk about the absolutely disgusting behavior from the institution that we all know as Real Madrid yesterday when they found out their star boy, Vinicius Jr., was not going to win the award. I mean, the behavior that I witnessed from this football club, the biggest sporting institution on this planet, the childish, coping behavior I saw from Real Madrid yesterday was one of the most shocking things I've ever seen. Because for an institution this big to act like a organization run by children in kindergarten, in preschool, I'm shocked at the behavior of Real Madrid, and I'm here to talk about it right now because I feel like people are talking about it, but we need to talk about it more. How embarrassing the behavior from Real Madrid was just yesterday, just under 24 hours ago, the behavior that they displayed to the world. And I'm not a Real Madrid fan, but I have secondhand embarrassment from the behavior that this club showed us yesterday. They showed us what Real Madrid really is. They showed us the true colors of Real Madrid. I'll get to what those true colors are when we get there. But, just starting off with what happened yesterday, congratulations to Rodri. Congratulations to Rodri. He is a deserving winner. I'm not here to talk about and invalidate Vinny Jr.'s case, Rodri's case, or Lautaro Martinez's case. This video is not to talk about the contenders. We're not going to talk about who really deserved it. Now let's look at how they played for the club, who scored when, how did they do for the country. This is not what this video is. We are strictly talking about Real Madrid's behavior as a football club in total yesterday and how embarrassing it was. So Rodri, congratulations. And when it was leaked that Rodri was going to win the Ballon d'Or, the storm began. The tears started falling. The Hurricane Real Madrid went into full motion because the cope, the crying, the absolute disgusting and childish behavior by the club, not by the fans. You guys, I understand childish behavior and coping behavior from fans, but the coping behavior and the embarrassing actions of Real Madrid ensued, and it was from the club. It was from Florentino Perez, Carlo Ancelotti, the team together. All agreed that this is how we're going to act, and it was absolutely embarrassing. The tears started rolling, and Vinny Jr., who they thought was somehow the rightful owner of this Ballon d'Or, was in their eyes robbed. And like I said, the storm of Real Madrid occurred. The first hurricane ever seen in Madrid, Spain occurred. And it was honestly beautiful to see because you started to see a club unravel after a horrible 3 days for Real Madrid, a horrible 3 days for Real Madrid. And you started to see the fan base, the club from within inside the institution just crumble between our eyes on the internet. And really, it was great to see because it showed us Real Madrid's true colors. So if you are living under a rock and do not know what Real Madrid did yesterday, once it had been leaked by Fabrizio and everyone else that Vinicius Jr. would not win the Ballon d'Or and that Rodri would be the winner, this happened. By Sky Sports News, you could find this news anywhere. Real Madrid canceled private plane that was booked to Paris when they found out Vinicius Jr. wasn't winning the Ballon d'Or. Spanish journalist Alvaro blah, 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 report on everyone reported on this. But Real Madrid, as a club, boycotted the Ballon d'Or. Why? Because their teammate, their player, who they thought because of their own privilege deserved to win the award, it was leaked that he would not win the award, and they all boycotted the ceremony and completely disrespected Rodri and completely disrespected all the players and club officials that went to the ceremony to celebrate a year of football that had just passed. Real Madrid boycotted the Ballon d'Or ceremony because they knew it wouldn't be all about them. It wouldn't be all about their players. It wouldn't be all about their star boy, Vinicius Jr. And they boycotted it, disrespecting all the winners who won awards yesterday and football as a whole. And why? This is what I want to get to. Why did they boycott it? Because Real Madrid showed us who their true colors were yesterday. They showed us that Real Madrid, the institution, operates in arrogance and they operate in privilege. They operate in arrogance and privilege. These guys really thought that Vinicius Jr., after his hat trick against Dortmund, I mean, since when did a hat trick against Dortmund in the group stage of a Champions League ever become special, especially for a Real Madrid player? They thought that hat trick sealed the Ballon d'Or. He's the rightful owner. He put his flag down like the United States supposedly did on the moon many, many decades ago. I'm not even going to get into that. We did get it to the moon, guys. The United States did get to the moon. I believe it. But anyway, you get my point. They believed Vinny Jr.'s name was all over the Ballon d'Or. When their little privilege and arrogant wonderland was disrupted by France football and they found out that they were not going to get things their way, the tears started pouring, private jets were canceled, and Real Madrid showed their true colors: arrogant, crybabies, privileged, because Real Madrid has so often been benefiting from, the voting in the Ballon d'Or. We could get to the refereeing decisions on the field in the Champions League. For so long, Real Madrid has had such privilege, especially with this Ballon d'Or ceremony and the players that get to win it. Sometimes at some points, you guys, because you play for Real Madrid, you just won the award, aka Cristiano Ronaldo 2013, aka Cristiano Ronaldo 2014, in my opinion, aka Fabio Cannavaro 2006. Real Madrid's privilege was broken yesterday, and they could not take that. Their ego couldn't take it, and they canceled and boycotted the tournament and disrespected everyone who attended. Absolutely disrespected everyone attended. They did not operate in class. They operated in a children's size 3 underwear diaper, pooping their pants, letting the whole world see who they were. So Real Madrid fans, I personally, you guys, I'm not a Real Madrid fan, but I always respected Real Madrid. I always thought of them as an institution. All these trophies, 15 Champions Leagues, they operate in class, respect. Yesterday, they were everything but respectful. Yesterday, they were everything but classy. And they canceled their private plane. Jude Bellingham, Vinny Jr., Ancelotti not attending the ceremony anymore. You guys, their nameplates, they had 3 seats designated for Ancelotti, for Jude Bellingham, and for Vinicius Jr. And 2 hours before the ceremony, because their feelings got hurt, because their privilege was broken, because they were so arrogant, the Ballon d'Or ceremony organizers had to go tear their names off their seats because they were not coming anymore. All because Real Madrid, all because the mighty and privileged Real Madrid did not get their way. Disgusting behavior from Real Madrid. And Papa Perez is at the source of all this. I think this is all the source of Papa Perez. Papa Perez believed that he had this pull, that he had the footballing world in his grasp, that he has all the power, that everything would go his way. But when he found out that his privilege was broken, when he found out that his feelings were getting hurt, when he found out that he was not the man in power in this situation and that Real Madrid, his club, would be the laughingstock of the week, the ego got hurt. The feelings got hurt. He made an angry phone call the moment he found out, telling everyone, we're not going to the ceremony. This is disgusting. That Real Madrid is king. Our players deserve everything. Vinicius Jr. should be Ballon d'Or. I am telling you, Florentino Perez, this guy who is looking at me, listen, that's a pretty good ditty face, Florentino Perez. That's a pretty good ditty face. But I guarantee you, once he found out that Vinicius Jr. was not winning the Ballon d'Or, bro, I'm telling you, he got on his phone. He told everyone involved to getting the players to that Ballon d'Or ceremony to stop, cancel the plane tickets, cancel everything. We're not going. And all the players took that behavior and they all went to social media. Vinny Jr., you're a Ballon d'Or winner. Vinny Jr., you're the best. Vinny Jr., you deserve more. Blah, 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 blah. And, if the Real Madrid players think that he deserved to win the Ballon d'Or, fair. They have a right to their opinion, right? I'm not judging them. But it's all stemming from the arrogance and privilege that everyone in the higher level positions of Real Madrid operate, starting with the main guy, starting with the true face of the club, Papa Perez, Florentino Perez, a.k.a. crybaby, pussy baby, Florentino Perez now. So much respect lost for this guy, in my opinion. So much respect, because all of this stems from him and how his ego got hurt. Because if you know anything about Florentino Perez, this club is his life. This club is everything. He believes this club is the elite. He looks down on others. He thinks Barcelona, Bayern, and these clubs are below Real Madrid. He truly believes so. And yesterday, it was all unraveling, and his ego got hurt. And we saw the embarrassing behavior from Real Madrid. We saw the embarrassing behavior of Real Madrid, and they didn't operate in class. And if Real Madrid fans would argue, oh, if this was your club and this was your player, you would be operating the same way. And my answer to that is, as a Bayern fan, yes, as a fan, I would be just as angry as you. You're the fans. We're the fans. There is no expectation from fans. The only expectation from fans in world football is that we not be racist and we not be bigots and we not be, everything. And everything that falls under that. That's the only expectation from fans. Fans are not expected to be non-delusional, to be unbiased, to be objective. So Real Madrid fans, I agree. You guys have the right to be mad, but what Real Madrid, the institution, the actual club, the people actually involved in the club, what they do not have the right to do is boycott the ceremony like they did and show complete and utter classless behavior to all the award winners on that night. That is exactly what they absolutely did not have that right. Because, you are the biggest sporting institution in the world. Like, I don't, is it not clicking with other people that the behavior that they showed yesterday was so childish from the biggest sporting institution in the world? And I just say the reason why I have Lewandowski on my screen is take a lesson from Lewandowski. Vinicius Jr., Real Madrid fans, if you didn't see Vinicius Jr. tweeted, oh, now I'll just play 10 times harder for it. That shows you Vinny Jr. is mad, and Vinny Jr. has a right to be mad. But the issue I have with Vinny Jr. and Real Madrid is that they are getting mad from a place of privilege, from a false sense of security that they had that Vinny Jr. and their Real Madrid player, their star boy, was going to get the award. It's all coming from that. That's the frustration. That's the anger from me. If you felt like Vinny Jr. deserved the award, fair. But my issue is with Real Madrid and the sense of privilege, the sense of arrogance that they are showing these emotions from. Their emotions, this anger from the players in the Real Madrid squad, the anger from Vinicius Jr., the boycotting, the behavior from Real Madrid as a club, all stems from the arrogance and the false sense of security that they felt that they had some sort of power in this ceremony and some sort of privilege for the award. Take a lesson from Robert Lewandowski, who is one of the probably the most hard done by non-recipients of a Ballon d'Or. In 2021, breaks the once thought unbeatable Gerd Muller goal-scoring record in the Bundesliga. He has an amazing season for Bayern. Wins the Bundesliga. He was outstanding. Not to mention the previous year in 2020, France football canceled the Ballon d'Or when he was the clear outright winner, and everyone, including Real Madrid fans, everyone besides maybe PSG fans, would agree that 2020 was the year of Lewandowski, and the Ballon d'Or should to this day be reinstated for 2020 and be awarded for Lewandowski. So Lewandowski was hard done by 2 years in a row. And because Lionel Messi did so good at Copa America, he was awarded that 2021 Ballon d'Or. But what did they do? What did Lewandowski do? Even when he was given a bullshit made-up trophy, the Gerd Muller Award, that pizza slice, the bottom of a pizza tray you see on your screen right here, he still went up. He still attended the ceremony. He still acted with grace and class after the ceremony, saying, congratulations to Messi. He deserved it. He did express that he was sad about not winning the award. He did. He has the right to be, just like I'm saying, Vinny Jr. has a right to be sad and frustrated he did not win the award, but Lewandowski did not believe, and he was not operating from a sense that he deserved he had all the rights to the award, that the award was meant to be his. He had a good case, a very strong case, but he was not acting out of and speaking out of his sense of privilege, which is what Real Madrid as a club has done the last 24 hours. So take notes from Robert Lewandowski, take notes from Bayern. Because even after this, Bayern, as a club, Karl-Heinz Rummenigge, Uli Hoeneß, Herbert Hainer, everyone, the hierarchy, all said, okay, we thought Lewandowski deserved it, but they all came out and congratulated Lionel Messi for winning, and all came out and sang Lionel Messi's praises for the performances he put that year for PSG, and more importantly, the performances he put in for Argentina that summer, 2021, at the Copa America. So take notes, Real Madrid fans. Bayern, one of the biggest sporting institutions as well, acted out of class and total respect to not just Messi, but everyone else at that award ceremony that won awards that day. Because they attended, they came, they took their L, and they acted graciously. Because at the end of the day, it's just an individual award. It's just football. And Real Madrid fans, Real Madrid as a club have forgotten that, and they completely acted like a bunch of babies. And just to, end this video off, I just really find it funny that Real Madrid fans talk about robbery, they talk about screwed over, they talk about rigged, when your own player, Cristiano Ronaldo, in 2013, yes, I understand Cristiano scored like 69 goals, but he won 0 trophies. He had a big fat 0 next to trophies won. But their player, Cristiano Ronaldo, won the Ballon d'Or over Franck Ribéry, who had like 45 goals and assists in all competitions. Franck Ribéry, who played fantastic for Bayern all season. He was the face of probably the greatest Bayern team of all time, and what people might argue is one of the most complete and most dominant football clubs of all time, football teams of all time in a season. That 12-13 Bayern team. He had a back heel assist in the Champions League final. He won the treble. He won everything. He was UEFA Player of the Year. And at that time, if you won, typically when you won UEFA Player of the Year, you would win the Ballon d'Or. But no, they extended the voting deadline that year for the Ballon d'Or after Cristiano Ronaldo scored 4 goals in a World Cup qualifying playoff because Portugal wasn't good enough to get through the original World Cup qualifying stage. They had to go to a playoff against Sweden to get to the 2014 World Cup, and they extended the deadline because Cristiano scored 4 goals against Sweden. Zlatan Ibrahimovic and Sweden, that was a weak Sweden team. It was basically Zlatan Ibrahimovic and no one else. And they extended the deadline and gave Cristiano Ronaldo the Ballon d'Or because he scored 4 goals to take Portugal to the World Cup. By the way, a World Cup, sure, this is hindsight, but a World Cup Cristiano dropped a complete disaster class in. I know he was freaking injured. Portugal got out of the group stage, and he hit on a free kick at that World Cup. He hit a one-man wall in the Germany game, hitting the shortest man on the field who was in that wall. My goat, Philipp freaking Lahm. And Real Madrid want to speak robbery. Real Madrid want to cry and say it's the biggest robbery. Ribéry's case that season is 10 times better than Vinicius Jr.'s case this season. He won a treble. He was that guy for Bayern. In the semifinal, he dropped Messi to his ass. Prime goal scorer, one of Lionel Messi's greatest primes. He dropped Messi on his ass. He performed, not to mention the international performance. It wasn't a Copa America year. It wasn't a Euros year. But Franck Ribéry, he performed for France that entire year in World Cup qualifying, performing in every game. I think he had 10 goals in 8 qualifying, 10 goals and assists in 8 qualifying games. And yet Real Madrid fans want to scream biggest robbery, this and that. I mean, it's disgusting. You guys, I want to end the video here. I could go into 2014, Ronaldo winning the 2014 Ballon d'Or over Manuel Neuer, when Manuel Neuer was the clear World Cup best player of the year, the best player at the 2014 World Cup, impactful, the greatest goalkeeping performance we've ever seen at a World Cup. Yeah, in a World Cup year, all of a sudden the World Cup doesn't matter, and Cristiano wins, who, he does deserve to win it, but Manuel Neuer also equally deserved to win it that year. We don't talk about that. We don't talk about how Fabio Cannavaro literally only won the Ballon d'Or in 2006 because he made that move to Real Madrid. Yes, he had a good World Cup 2006, but everyone knows, in my opinion, at least in my opinion, Andrea Pirlo was the best player for Italy that tournament. He was. But because Cannavaro got the move to Real Madrid, he got a Ballon d'Or. So Real Madrid fans, it's real sweet for you guys to claim robbery and this and that, biggest robbery of all time, but it simply isn't. You're simply at the end of the day on the wrong side of a decision that you felt should go your way. And instead of acting in class as the biggest sporting institution and club in the world in all of sports should, you acted like a bunch of babies in diapers, pooping your pants and calling for mommy. Lots of respect lost for Real Madrid as an institution, honestly. And yeah, I just hope that brought to light the privilege that Real Madrid, the arrogance that Real Madrid showed yesterday. It's me, your boy, Kagapuya. Subscribe, like if you like the video. Obviously, that's what me liking the video means. Whatever. Peace, guys.